Right. All right. So we'll go ahead and get started. Okay. Welcome, everyone.
Hi.
This is our New Year motivation. We have Astrid Mueller and myself, Terry Sturt. So we'll get started here. My question for you is, do you try to understand what caused your breast cancer? I've heard many women say this question to themselves, and it's probably one that you asked yourself, or, I know I did. Why me? I am a 2-time survivor of triple negative breast cancer. I can't say I know why this whole cancer journey landed on my lap. Why did it happen to me? I tried to rationalize the meaning of these two diagnoses. I had the genetic testing that found no definitive reason. It just happened. So like most of you, I worried about reoccurrence and tried to find ways to control my future. I knew that was not possible, but in search of healing, I recognized that I could make changes to improve my well-being, my overall well-being, and be able to live and enjoy life, but also feel confident that I'm fully healed. Healing from breast cancer is not an easy journey, and many of you are in the midst of it or thinking about it, but it is possible. A combination
You just froze on my end, Terry.
Yeah, it looks like
There we go.
I lost a connection.
I got you back.
Okay, I don't know what happened.
I hear you.
I'll keep talking.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Spirit healing was necessary for me to overcome the impacts to my whole being. Then ultimately, I could come out on the other side stronger. And it is my view that this is what you could do too. We may sometimes feel like giving up, but we must keep going. We are all in different phases of our journey, but none of us have had the same experience. So that makes each of our wellness journeys different too. We each start at a different place and end at a different place. How did I do it? Well, to improve my overall health, I focused on those things I could control to heal my body and my mind and my spirit. I used my superpowers to build a plan to heal. Things like removing chemicals from my life as much as I could, eating a balanced diet of protein, fat, and carbs from whole foods, eliminating sugar and processed foods at least most of the time, engaging in yoga, journaling, walking, meditation, prayer. Then I began serving people to share my experiences and surrounded myself with positive, supportive people that fed my soul. So these are the things I did to help heal all the parts of me, body, mind, and spirit. So my advice at this point in my life is to take small, sustainable moves, steps, things that you can change to improve your overall health of all of you. But don't try to do it all at once. Begin your healing journey step by step. Decide where you'd like to begin. I started with emotional healing because I needed to rationalize what happened to me and how to move forward. Then I could deal with the physical healing and healing my spirit. Don't expect perfection though. Perfection is not sustainable. Instead, I strive for an 80-20 lifestyle, at least that's what I call it, where I do allow myself to indulge on occasion. I just went to a wedding and yes, I ate the cake. You know, we've got to enjoy our life too. So perfection is not sustainable, but an 80-20 lifestyle is sustainable. At least it has worked for me. This approach enables me to create sustainable habits and live a full and healthy life. So that's where I'm at. Don't be perfect. That was the secret for me. I'm going to pass you on to Astrid, and I'm going to figure out what's going on with my video.
That's all
All
right.
right, Astrid, you go right ahead.
Okay, thank you so much, Terry, and I'm so glad to be here. Thank you for the opportunity, and we're keeping this pretty short. I think 15 minutes top. So Terry and I decided to come on live to share a bit of our story, like Terry just did, and one or more of our super tools of what helped us to get through breast cancer. And so I'm going to do a little bit of that. And then also at the end of it, I know Terry already has an amazing community that you all might be part of already, where she shares awesome things and supportive things. At the end of our live here, we will actually also mention a new community that I invited Terry to be part of as well, where I'm also doing really cool things. Where you can tap into your superpowers and into your full wellness and joy superpowers for, like Terry mentioned, body, mind, and spirit. For me, it's even further body, mind, emotion, spirit, soul. I kind of see it as a star, body, mind, emotion, spirit, soul. I say it as 5, but it's basically, like Terry said, I also found on my journey that healing was not just about going to treatments and going home. So here's my summary of my story. So when I got diagnosed, and it was a stage 4, I had my cancer in like a golf ball sized thing in my breast, and then lymph node and something in my lung. And the first thing that I did was connect with higher power, universe, spirit, whatever you call it. I actually work with a spiritual mentor to find my support with spirit, because we're never alone. Like, even if we don't believe in God or whatever, we don't know what's out there. We can know that we don't know everything, right? So if we can find the trust that we're not alone, that's already a huge pillar, because this journey is huge. And if we think it's all on our shoulders, that can be crushing, and you don't have to put that on yourself. So that was one of my first things I did. I connected with spirit, and I was in a prayer and a conversation with my spiritual mentor. I actually asked, like, will I be okay? And I found this inner peace that this experience will be a blip in my reality. Yeah, I will be here a long time. I knew I had a strong will to live. I want to do some big things while I'm here. I knew I'm not done. That's another big thing, like finding your why, that you want to live and your reason to live, and finding your inner trust that, heck yeah, this can be a short time. Everything is temporary, right? It's easy to think, oh my God, this is so big and this is forever. It's not forever. Everything is temporary. So, all right. So fast forward to a super tool that really helped me on my journey is it's actually a 2-part thing that I want to share. So one part is that, like Terry said, I also looked at my full person being. So I looked at wellness for my body, my mind, my emotions, my spirit, my happiness of my soul. And what that means is I always looked at, well, what part of me needs more love right now? So I did take the various healing modalities, from Western medicine to other kinds, acupuncture, energy healing, always what felt right for me personally. We get to choose, right? And then I constantly looked at what else can I do for myself to support myself in this moment. And I know since then, that stress is like one of the biggest ones. Statistically, even most cancer patients have huge amounts of stress, and many don't know how to deal with it. And so I had the awesome blessing that I had already written a book. I had already done a lot of coaching work for myself, and found techniques of reducing stress and improving my inner wellness. And so I came with a treasure chest of some tools, and I want to share this epiphany moment that I had on my cancer healing journey, where I really found my super tool on my healing journey. That's the second piece that I wanted to share with you. So I had a super heavy moment at the beginning of my journey where I had just started chemos. I had huge financial stress I put on myself. I really tried so hard to figure out my mindset. I tried to do things right. I was living in a new city, didn't have my support system. I didn't have my doggies around me. All of that stuff, it felt so heavy. And I realized in one moment that, oh my gosh, this feels so heavy. It literally felt like a sack of potatoes on my chest. And I felt like this. And then I had this epiphany moment where I realized, like, oh my gosh, if I want to get well, I have to create wellness feelings in my body. And that's when I decided to focus on joy. And what that meant for me is, like, every step of the moment, every small step, we always take one small step at a time, I would ask myself, what will ultimately bring me more joy? And I used that as my compass, and that literally saved my life. And what that meant practically was sometimes a little more joy would mean, I need fresh air. My heart and body says, open the window. And I did that. Sometimes it meant going for a walk, even though my mind said, oh, I'm too tired. I don't feel like it. But my whole body was like, you need fresh air. Go outside. And so I did that. And then that helped me. And so another time, it was one of the first things actually was like saying no to people in my field that did not make me feel sparkling and awesome, and choosing where I would feel big and inspired and heart and soul nourished and good and like light, where I would feel light. So I chose sometimes difficult decisions that would also bring me more joy. And as soon as I decided that, even deciding that I am choosing joy for myself as a guide, I started feeling lighter. And then it helped me in everything. And I had almost no side effects in my chemo. I healed really fast, and I walked with empowerment. Joy helped me also through pain and things like that. So that was my super tool. So we're already at 15 minutes. So I do want to mention that we will put this thing in the comments where you can join me, and Terry will also be there to hone your own superpowers. Hi, Terry. So I just shared my tool, and I was just going to share where people can continue to play with us. So I just started a new community that's called Sparkle and Soar Society. It's a free community. General access is free. The society is all about honing your superpowers for wellness and joy. And so you get inspirations from me there. You get access to tap into your superpowers kit, and I have some adventure spaces in there that Terry will also be part of. And I want to mention one real quick. I'm actually about to write my second book, which will be the book specifically what helped me to tap into my superpowers through cancer and to sparkle through cancer and beyond, and now create my fully joyful, expressed life. I'm loving my life now. I'm fully recovered, and Terry is fully recovered, and so we can, that's why I spell cancer capital CAN, we can do so much. Every step we have a choice. And so in my space, you get to tap into your superpowers, and you can be part of the release of my new book as I'm writing it. So I have an adventure space in there where you can, every week, you can get play prompts that you can print, you can journal, you can color, feel better. And in that space, there is a wellness oasis where Terry will also be a mindset coach and share awesome power tools that helped her, where you can constantly shift into your superpowers and feel better every step of the way.
Yeah. I'm really excited to get involved, Astrid. I think it'll be an awesome community for
Yeah.
so many people.
Yes, yes, it's super cool. So we'll post that link in the comments. Terry, did you have something else you wanted to share? I know you dropped out for a second. Any last piece before we go over to?
No, nothing specific. I just hope that this live helped.
Mhm.
Will help you know that there are resources available and things you can do to help yourself.
Yeah.
But that's why Astrid and I are here, is to help you know what to do. Because
Mhm.
sometimes you finish treatment and you're like, all right, now what? You just
Yeah.
are kind of lost. Is normal really possible? Well, I'm here to say that we can be better.
I know.
You
It's
know?
like you'll find your extraordinary, actually, because I
Yes.
found cancer to be. I did a lot of reframe work with mindset on my journey, and
Mhm.
one reframe is that not just surviving, but thriving. And cancer is an opportunity to really look at our emotions, to look at our mindset, to look at our inner conversations. Are they actually feeling good for ourselves? Are we being kind to ourselves? And we can, when we catch those stories, and sometimes discover, oh my gosh, I've been bullying myself, or oh my gosh, I've
Yeah.
been wanting to live this dream and I haven't, then we can take those things and actually do them and do what our heart tells us to do. And that's when we reclaim our superpowers. And it's easier to do this in a community with others who also want to tap into their superpowers. There's so many communities out there when you're on a cancer healing journey where everybody focuses on what's wrong and what's not good. We focus on what you can do and what brings you joy and what makes you feel good. And the more you do that, the more you also boost your healing and your life.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah, awesome. So yeah, we love to hear any comments, any questions, and we will address all of them. I would love to hear what comes up for you from this live too, like anything that inspired you. That always excites us both to hear that.
All right. Thank you, Astrid, for joining us.
Thank you so much, Terry, for having me.
Yeah, I'll get this video loaded up so that you can see it and watch it as many times as you want, but also post questions
Mhm.
along the way while you're watching it. And like Astrid said, we'll put links in the comments so that you can find what else you can do.
Yeah.
And I hope you'll check it out. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a
Okay.
great day.
Bye.
Goodbye.